off, I want to give props to LeBron James for having a really long career and pretty consistent as far as games, uh, playing every game except for mostly this year. He missed 18 games. Um, but the comparison of LeBron James and Michael Jordan, I would say, isn't a fair comparison. All right. Well, LeBron James, he came out of high school at 18 years old. Michael Jordan went to college for 3 years. He won a championship at North Carolina. All right. And when Michael Jordan came into the league, within his first year, he averaged nearly 30 points per game as a rookie. And while LeBron James came in the league, he averaged about 20. So, I mean, right there, you see a big difference on the points per game. Right. Not only that, LeBron James, he never retired in his middle of his prime. Michael Jordan, he retired during his prime, and then came back and played some more and won some more championships, and then retired again, and then as a 40-year-old came back to the Wizards. And looking at it right now, it took LeBron James 1,190 games, 118 more games, more than Michael Jordan, to pass him in the points. All right, so to me, the media is making a big deal over, nothing. I mean, he's a top 10 scoring for his career, but I don't like the comparison of him and Michael Jordan in regards to him playing a lot more games than him. Note right now the NBA is a lot easier to score, and not only that, it's more offense friendly right now. I would say a better comparison would be like a comparison of the complete games. Like the right now, LeBron James played over a season more than Michael Jordan, so it's not really a fair comparison. It's not an apples to apples comparison. It's more like an apples and oranges comparison. All right. What I want to do is I want to show you a video because not only was Michael Jordan a great offensive player, he was the best on the defense end as well. I think the reason a lot of people compare Michael Jordan and LeBron James is because they're both wing players. Although LeBron James can guard the four as well as a small fives, um, Jordan he can guard the point guard, the shooting guard, the small forward, and some fours because he was really quick hands. Uh, he was one of the only players to lead the lead in steals as well as blocks in the top in one of the top categories in blocks for a shooting guard. So I would say it's a very unfair comparison to compare the two. And in my opinion, there's no doubt that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. A lot of people say that the millenniums think that LeBron James is the GOAT. I'm a millennium, but I think it's more Generation X, the people that were born after 95, because they never seen Jordan play in his prime. I remember him back in 93 playing against the Suns and also his years against the Sonics and Utah Jazz while he was a Bulls player, and he was straight dominating all the players. Whenever the Bulls needed a key shot and so the player with the killer instinct, it was Michael Jordan. No one could doubt his killer instinct, his will to win. And what I'm seeing now with LeBron James with the LA Lakers is now because I always told people that I wanted to see how LeBron played in the Western Conference. This is the first year I've seen him play in the Western Conference, and lo and behold, his team's not going to make the playoffs. I don't know if there's any coincidence because the Western Conference has always been a lot tougher than the Eastern Conference. While LeBron's always been making it to the finals, he's always been making the finals in the Eastern Conference with the teams that he had. So if he brought those teams to the Western Conference, there's no way in hell that LeBron James would make it to the NBA championship. He might not even have one championship won, even with combining with Chris Bosh and as well as Dwayne Wade and the Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. And people always tell me Michael Jordan never won a championship before Scottie Pippen, but I would always tell other people that LeBron James never won a championship without another All-Star, as well as he had mostly more than one All-Star, and he lost six championships. All right, guys. I'm glad you stayed long enough to hear me rant about it, the Michael Jordan and LeBron James comparison. I think there's no
that's overlooked. When I averaged scored 50 to 50 some points, that can be seen. That's what most people see is the scoring part, but they don't see the defensive part of the game. So I enjoy getting the recognition on the defensive end because it complements my offensive skills.
You were the first player in NBA history to get 200 steals and 100 blocks in the same season. Then you did it again.
I don't want to project that. I just shoot. And I just score, and I'm just an offensive player. That's something that I don't want to be remembered as.
Michael Jordan nearly cut off his big toe with an axe. Back then, his handles needed a little work. But think, if things had gone differently, Air Jordans might never have taken flight. I mean, you don't want to buy a shoe with like one toe missing. We may never have seen him switch hands in midair against the Lakers, or drop 63 in the Garden, or gut it out in the flu game, or hit the shot 3 different times over Georgetown, over Elo, over Russell. We might not have seen him take on Larry Bird in horse, or lift up the sport globally along with the Dream Team. Yet MJ is still more than those moments, more than just the best player on the 2 greatest teams of all time, the Dream Team and the 1996 Chicago Bulls. He's more than just a logo, more than just an internet meme. It's more than just a charitable donor or a business owner committed to diversity. There is a reason you call somebody the Michael Jordan of. Michael Jordan of neurosurgery, or the Michael Jordan of rabbis, or the Michael Jordan of outrigger canoeing. They know what you're talking about. Because Michael Jordan is the Michael Jordan of greatness. He is the definition of somebody so good at what they do that everybody recognizes him. That's pretty rare.
Michael J. Jordan. Powered by a drive to compete that earned him every major award in basketball, including 6 NBA championships, 5 Most Valuable Player awards, and 2 gold medals, Michael Jordan has a name that's become a synonym for excellence. His wagging tongue and high-flying dunks redefined the game, making him a global superstar whose impact transcended basketball and shaped our nation's broader culture. From the courts in Wilmington, Chapel Hill, and Chicago to the owner's suite he occupies today, his life and example have inspired millions of Americans to strive to be like Mike.